Jeff Gordon. Danica Patrick.
These are the greats.
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones!
It's Dale Earnhart
Dale
Jr.
Earnhardt Jr.
I knew James Earl Jones was wrong and I was trying to make a joke about it, but...
James Earl Jones would have made a great race car driver. Now he's in his 90s. It's not safe anymore. But does he dream of it?
Probably.
Hey everyone, welcome to Fess Up, where the Fess Sisters help spice up your conversations. You didn't like that? I was just trying to change up the cadence so I don't sound like a recording.
No,
okay, good. Let me finish then.
Okay.
Help spice up your conversations with unique and thought-provoking questions. That's right, we are breaking the ice with a sledgehammer. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da, ba-ba-da-da-da. Boom. Thank you, yes. My name is Amy, and I'm DJ Beats a Lot.
What? You just said you were Amy, and now you're...
Amy and DJ Beats a Lot.
Her name is Amy DJ Beats a Lot.
I've just told you my superhero identity. I'm so sorry. I murder villains through the power of the bass.
You're like, I'm Peter Man. No, Spider Parker. Shit.
Exactly.
Okay, Amy DJ Beats a Lot.
Yep. A terrible name, really.
My name is Marissa Laughs a Lot.
Wow.
At Amy DJ Beats a Lot.
That's fair, yeah. I need a biggest fan.
My name is Ina. That's it.
Ina, that's it.
Ina, that's it.
She's my nemesis because she wants me to stop. She just keeps saying, that's it.
That's
DJ
it.
Beats a Lot, that's it.
That's it. Amy Beats a Lot.
And I'm like, you can stop the power of music. You can stop it.
And then she's the one holding the cane, dragging you off the stage.
Idiot! She's the thorn in my side. So I just want to start this off because I realized the other day that there is a treasure in this world, okay? We all know him. We all love him. Alan Tudyk.
Oh.
The best guy ever.
Mm-hmm.
We love him. And I think because we love him, just collectively as a whole, we have lost sight of something very important. He has probably the funniest last name ever. His last name is Tudyk.
No, wait. I only ever read his name, really.
I know, right?
And it's spelled so different than that.
It is.
The thing is, God just loved him so much, he was like, you get to have not one, but two dicks.
Two dicks. If somebody were to have two dicks, I'm glad that it is Alan Tudyk. He would use them correctly.
I mean, it would explain how he can do so many voices. He has two dicks. He's like two people, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
So the two things he got from the twin he absorbed was his dick and his vocal cords.
Yeah, he has two sets of larynxes, actually, and he can switch.
Wow. That is wild.
Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk.
That's his middle name. Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk. That's really funny. It's just so funny to me because I don't even know how it came up, but it was at work. I just had this realization while we were talking about Alan Tudyk, and I was like, we make fun collectively of majority of people's last names when they're funny like that. Why has nobody ever made that joke about Alan Tudyk?
Alan has two, and I can't unhear it. Now I'm like, Alan Tudyk.
I know.
It makes me think of, though, one time I was on social media, I don't even remember what, and I saw a post that was referring to Dick Van Dyke, but it said Slur Van Slur.
Honestly, that is true, though. Slur Van Slur, he really is. Slur Van Slur. Because it is spelled D-Y-K-E, right?
Right, yeah, it is.
That's not how you spell like the actual dike as in like dam situation, right? That's how you spell the slur.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Because I think dike is D-I-K-E for like the actual, it's like a dam situation, isn't it?
I don't really know.
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, so a dike is a long wall or embankment built to prevent flooding from the sea, and it is spelled D-I-K-E.
All right. Yeah, no, he's just Slur Van Slur. It's so funny.
It really is. Because it is with the Y, and that's the... Wow! That's funny. You know who else we don't talk about enough? Laverne Cox.
Yes.
I mean, it is funny that she could have changed her last name to anything at any point if she wanted to. She chose to identify with Laverne Cox, and it sounds great. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Laverne Cox, standout name.
Can you imagine if someone trans decided to, like, change their last name because it was so masculine, like Laverne Cox, and now it's like Laverne Pussies?
Honestly, I would love somebody to change their last name to Pussies. Could we change our last name to Pussy?
Our last name already means pussy.
I know, but like just make it better so that our podcast could become Pussy Up.
Pussy up.
Pussy
That
Up.
would be fun. That would be fun.
That's too much paperwork though. Oh well.
Yeah, I just don't think I could ever get a professional job with a last name like that.
Ina Pussies.
There are people with wild last names. People cannot judge you based on last name.
No.
I found out a guy's last name is Raper.
Yes.
Oh,
He
God.
followed me on Instagram,
That's
some random
horrible.
dude with the last name Raper. And I'm like, it's your last name, there's nothing you can do about it, but I would marry someone and take her last name or something, you know, like...
Yeah.
I remember in elementary school, there was a substitute named Mr. Seaman, and all the
Yeah.
kids were laughing, and I didn't understand why.
Wasn't he like 4th grade or something
I think
too?
it was. It was definitely elementary school, so I didn't know.
Like the worst age, because that's when people are just finding out about semen and it's the easiest joke.
I know.
But it's so funny like that. Like, truly, last names could be whatever. And that's why you shouldn't think that you wouldn't get a job, because you'd have to.
Right.
Just because people say Mrs. Pussy. Mrs. Pussy? Can I have a chocolate chip cookie, Mrs. Pussy?
Oh, God. Stop it.
If you're Ina Pussy, like, that's your life now. You just gotta be okay with it. Or say, hey,
Ugh.
we're staying Fess, so sorry, not sorry.
I mean, just don't go to Italy, because then it's the same thing.
Then you live the life that you just get a taste of the life you would have had if you had the other name, you know?
Yeah. But, like, it makes me think of those characters out there in the olden days. You know, back when movies would, like, show a tit and the world would, like, vomit collectively in outrage. But they also, like, these same movies that, like, risque will, like, show you a boob. They're like James Bond, Octopussy. And I'm
Exactly!
like, what the
Pussy
fuck?
galore.
Pussy
Pussy
galore.
galore.
Pussy galore.
Damn. You want to know, like, have gotten mad about this before, but the reason I think that there's way more, like, last names that are, like, Dick or Cock or Tudyk or whatever,
To cock.
there are way more
cocks.
last name with masculine stuff is because there really are not that many words for pussy.
Well,
Not official ones, anyway.
No,
Yeah.
like, I looked it up once and I got so mad because all of the words for dick were like, honestly, a lot of them were like man's actual names,
Yeah.
like Peter and Johnson and stuff like that. And then they had like funnier ones, but they weren't like gross at any point.
The vagina ones are all really upsetting.
But then I looked up vagina slang words and they're like, all these things are like creepy to say.
They're like clamshell.
Snatch and like,
it's horrible. The misogyny goes so deep.
the best one we have is like flower or something like that, but nobody thinks of a pussy if you're talking about like a flower.
My honeypot.
They're all out here like that slimy, craggly, croogly.
Yeah, they're like the roast beef pocket. And I'm like, come on. You don't gotta make it sound so gross. This is literally what you came out of.
Literally. Especially because the vagina is so much better looking than the penis.
Oh my God. When I first saw a vagina, I was like, amazing. I mean, to be fair, it was my own. But when I first saw a dick, I was like trying to hold back vomit. I was like, why is this so ugly? Oh my God. I had to like grow into being used to the sight of a dick. But like, I never had to grow into the sight of a pussy. But my God, dicks are ugly, yo. I'm sorry if you're listening to this and you have a dick. They're not cute.
I bet there's like one guy out there that's got a real cute dick, but no one will ever know.
Can his last name be Cute Dick? Like, hey, that's Ryan Cute Dick.
It better be. Honestly, if you have a cute dick, change your last name to Cute Dick because you need to warn people.
You need to announce this to us all.
Because back in the day when they used to give you a last name based on like something about you that was notable, that would be the notable thing. So just do us a favor. Tell us you have the cute dick.
Just tell us, we all want to see it.
I wonder what a cute dick would look like.
I don't know.
Maybe they like got a face tattooed on it that looks really cute.
I don't know.
Small, but like adorable. I don't know. There's an adorable quality to it. I can't imagine it, but it has to exist.
Out of billions of people, there's gotta be at least one dick that's pretty cute.
Probably. I will tell you, there was one time, I mean, throughout my life, I've gotten a lot of dick pics, both solicited and unsolicited. And by solicited, I mean less like I asked for it and more like they said, can I send you one? So at least they asked first. And I said, sure. But there was one dick pic that I got, one dick pic that was actually really good.
No.
And I'm really mad because everyone should do this. Like, this man took his dick, and, you know, most people, when they take a dick pic, they just, like, from above or next to a Coke can or, like some really weird, gross angle. And I'm like, that's not what I want to see.
Their camera is down their pants, which are still on.
Yeah. But this man, he was like, can I send you an artistic dick pic? And I was like, absolutely, I would love to see what makes it artistic, please. He was in, like, this good pose that was highlighting his dick without, like, trying to make it more or less than what it was. And it wasn't just on the dick. Like, there was a little bit of body in it, too. He was in a good pose, and he put a black and white filter on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, actually, sir, this is lovely. And I think about that a lot. And I think that he might have had a handsome dick almost because of how he filtered that and how he made it so artistic.
That should be his last name.
Yes, he should be handsome dick.
Comely Cock. That's his last name.
Comely Cock.
No, it's gotta be Comely Cock, Marissa.
No, that's somebody else. Somebody else comes a lot, and they're Comely Cock.
It's spelled the same, but like one branch of the family started pronouncing it different.
Right.
Oh, no. And eventually it turned into a U.
Yeah, once they immigrated to America.
Oh, yeah.
Ellis Island.
I feel like I've heard the last name Cumley before, like Cumley. I'm not even kidding. I think I've heard that as a real last name.
Interesting. That's wild.
I bet that's somebody's first name.
God, you're right.
You know, because last names usually get turned into first names eventually.
No, I hate that, but you're right.
Hello, my name's Cumley. I mean, he's got to be from Europe, am I right?
Right, obviously.
Right.
He's definitely British. My name is Cumley Johnson.
My name is Comely Cock, and I've got the comeliest cock on the aisle.
Or is it Cumley Cute Dick?
That's his, that's his cousin.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question for you all.
A question?
Yes, I know, real surprising.
We don't do that here.
We shouldn't, but we will this time. A special exception.
I'm like kind of offended that you're going to ask me a question.
Just wait, because this is a question that was probably made for you. Are you ready?
Okay.
If you were an egg, what type of egg would you be? Preparation and type. Oh my god, the sound you made was unholy.
It was.
I love eggs.
I know you
do. Life. Eggs are the best.
Honestly, if I were to describe you with just one character, I would just describe you with the girl from The Amanda Show that was like, I like eggs. That's you. You have one personality trait and it's I love eggs.
You picked two, just add in Joanna the Goanna from Rescuers Down Under.
Yes.
That's my grumpy side.
That's when you're like, I like eggs.
Okay. I think I would be devastated if I were not a chicken's egg, because that is the kind of egg that I am so obsessed with.
Fair.
And I would also be devastated if I were not a soft-boiled egg.
Oh, soft-boiled and not over easy.
I mean, over easy or sunny side up is great. It's basically the same egg, but soft-boiled is how I like to make them because it's the easiest way to make them.
Would you like to be on toast?
I would love to be on toast with butter, maybe some salt. There's sausage on the side.
What kind of bread?
I mean, I usually go with a nice Italian.
Okay.
But, oh my god, Amy, that bread that you had that one time that you made grilled cheese on was so good.
The sourdough?
Yes.
I love a sourdough. That's all I get. That's what I make my eggs on toast on, but I do them over easy because, well, I guess they're technically just sunny side up.
Right.
Because that's easiest for me to do because I don't have to boil any water first.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's fair. I don't know. A soft-boiled egg, it's fun because you get to clink it open.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So basically, I don't know if I am, but if I'm not, I don't want to know what I am.
Well, luckily, this is not a what to or you. This is you getting to decide yourself. So
okay, then I am a soft-boiled chicken egg on toast.
I'm so glad you're so happy.
They do say you are what you eat, so
True.
It means a lot to me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I know what I am.
Yes.
I am an emu egg.
That makes sense.
Okay. So, not the biggest type of egg, but, close.
Yeah.
And I'm not for eating. I'm one of those carved emu eggs. They've carved them into artwork.
Oh.
Empty of all nutrition, just for decoration, very fragile, don't touch it. But she pretty, she's kind of big, she looks nice, don't touch.
I'm a Fabergé egg because I'm extra as fuck. Just kidding. I know that's not the question. I would say I do think that the extra as fuck thing is
True.
important to me. So I'm going to say that I am a... Is the biggest egg an ostrich egg? What's the biggest eatable egg?
Biggest is ostrich, but like brightest is like robin or something.
This is true. You'll understand in a second why I want the biggest one. I think I want to be an ostrich egg. That is the most extra way to cook an egg, which in my opinion is poached. Because why are you fucking poaching it? You could be doing 100 different things, but people poach those eggs and then like put hollandaise sauce on and make a whole eggs benedict situation. Who knows? But they've poached it and it gets so funky looking. And it's so extra. Only a couple people can do it. But like when you do it, people are like, girl, show off. So I'm a poached fucking ostrich egg.
Wow.
Have fun eating that. You are gonna need like the world's biggest toast to eat that shit. I think that's me. I think I'm just big and probably too much and loud and extra as fuck.
I think I can confirm that. Yeah.
Thanks. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're welcome. Like, oh, I'm surprised that nobody went for like the platypus.
Oh yeah.
Nobody went for caviar.
No one wants to be roe, okay? Like, yeah, it's an egg, but like, yuck.
I know. I'm just joking.
I have had caviar and it's just okay. I don't know why rich people pay so much money for it. You pay a lot of money because you stole it from a fish? Gross.
I've heard it's just like real salty.
I've never had caviar, and honestly, the concept disgusts me. I don't think I want to. Like, will I try it if I have the option? Yes, but...
It would not disgust you.
I imagine it to be like popping bobas almost, but smaller.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Salty.
Except it's savory, yes.
Ugh.
It's a savory boba. It's actually, for that purpose, because I know how much we like the little bobas at like froyo places and stuff. They're so good.
Mm-hmm.
I love bobas.
For that way, and like the texture of it and stuff, you would love it.
Okay.
Whether or not you like the sort of a little bit fishy, mostly salty taste is up to you.
No.
But texture-wise, you would love it.
All right.
Because it is just like a boba situation.
All right. You're telling me people could make very expensive, savory boba drinks. Why are rich people not doing this?
I bet they are.
They can do that like tomato juice kind of bullshit that people like in their savory drinks with caviar in it.
Oh yeah, have a Bloody Mary with boba pearls in it.
Yeah.
This is true.
With caviar.
That's the new rich fad. We started it.
They probably do that somewhere, and those drinks are probably $4,000 each, you know? Like that, they'll throw a little bit of like a gold dust on it or something. Or maybe they'll rim it in gold.
You know,
know?
At Galaxy's Edge, I remember there was this Powerade plus juice and stuff with boba pearls in it, and then they had like dried ice at the bottom, so it was like fizzing.
Ah.
But it was literally Powerade.
It was literally Powerade.
Was it boba pearls in the popping boba or the tapioca boba?
The popping, because it was, you know.
You can't do a tapioca in a Powerade.
I hate that both of them are called boba now.
I know.
I agree. Tapioca pearls are disgusting, slobby messes.
Yes.
I like them, but I need my drink to have like 4 max. Because when I go to a boba tea place and they just like fill it the fuck up with boba, then I'm just like eating my drink, and that is not fun for me.
Yeah.
I just like the poppin' stuff.
The popping stuff is so good.
Right.
Top tier. Way better.
Popping, it's like adult gushers. I know it's not just for adults, but it's like adult gushers.
Wait, you've hit exactly why I love them, I think.
Yeah. I miss gushers.
They're out there.
You can still have them. I know
That's
it's
so
a surprise
true.
for you, but you can still have them.
You know what? I'm an adult. I have a regular, everyday job now.
You have a paycheck now. Go buy yourself some goddamn gushers.
I'm gonna get gushers for my lunch and eat it in the break room in front of all these people who are, every single one of them is older than me.
And you know what? They're gonna ask you for some. They're not gonna judge you. They're gonna be like, oh my god, Ina, can I have a gusher?
They're like, it's been so long.
No, they're gonna be like, my children used to eat those. That's
Are they all that much older than you?
They're
oh god.
all like at least in their 40s. Like there's barely anyone who's not.
Well,
More for you, Ina.
more for you. You'd fill that vacuum.
More for me. I need to have gushers.
Get the fucking Gushers.
I also, I'm gonna get Pop Rocks to put in my drinks because when I was in Disney recently, they had a Dole Whip float that had, like, soda and Dole Whip, and then Pop Rocks on top, and it was amazing, and I'm gonna put it on all of my ice cream ever.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta make yourself...
Pop Rocks and Gushers?
Yes. I mean, you can do both of those in what I'm about to suggest. You gotta make yourself a fucking mixed drink and have that be sort of on top. So I don't know exactly what mixed drink you want, but maybe like a tequila sunrise would be cute for this or something. Or maybe something a little less, like, adult and, like, a funky little margarita or something. But, like, find some very fruity...
Make a Pop Rocks rim.
Yes, something very fruity, very fun, very extra, and, like, oh, I think I saw one time somebody, you know the Rocket Pops? The red, white, and blue popsicles?
Yes, yes.
Somebody made, like, some kind of drink flavored like that. And so if you find that recipe...
Oh my goodness. You know
do
what?
that, add the Pop Rocks.
Marissa and I are having a sleepover with Abby tonight.
Where we're getting drunk.
Yes.
We gotta go get some Gushers and some Pop Rocks before that happens, Marissa.
All right.
Look up a recipe, go get fun drinks, do it. You gotta.
We're gonna now. We have to.
You know what I really loved one time that I had?
What?
Instead of a gin and tonic, it was gin with Sprite, and you stirred it with a watermelon Twizzler.
Ooh.
Oh.
And you drank it through a watermelon Twizzler, and it was everything I think I've ever wanted.
I've never had gin.
I had something like that once, except it was a vodka lemonade that they did through a Twizzler. So it was like vodka lemonade with the Twizzler, and I think they threw something else like on top or on the rim or something, but it was so good.
Well, this has been how to make the most fun drinks ever.
Yeah.
Sometimes we give extra nuggets of wisdom, and now people will be like, hi, I listened to this podcast to try to get conversation starters, and you gave me conversation starters and the drink to serve while I asked them. So,
yes, exactly. You're welcome.
Obviously, we are like, honestly, like, I don't know what influencers do, but like, this is what they should be doing.
We're influencing people to ask stupid questions and get crunk, but deliciously.
Ask stupid questions and get stupid answers.
Yeah. Amazing.
I think it may be time for a bit.
A bit?
A bit? A bit? A bit?
I'm sorry, are you the DJ or am I?
A bit. This is why she's your enemy.
I guess so, yeah. This bit is called... The Team. Dun dun dun. So, the way this works is we're going to find a random city in the middle of nowhere. And we are going to give them an award-winning sports team. I don't know how sports works, but they're going to win an award for this one. So we're going to select a sport. We're going to decide their team name, their mascot, their colors, all the things. We're going to give them exactly what they need. And I already found the city, guys, because the city is a New Mexico City.
Okay. Already love it.
New Mexico, and the city's name is Truth or Consequences.
No.
I'm not joking.
No
Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Look it up right now. I'm not lying to you.
Oh my god. I'm on Zillow right now. I'm gonna see what houses are for sale there.
Oh my god. Because, okay, but like, the Fess Sisters and our father play this game called Darts or Consequences.
Yes.
I never knew or consequences was like an actual thing. I thought we just made that crap up.
I don't think that, like, it's a thing. I just think that they, like, made a weird...
They just made it.
Like, I don't think that's a common thing. I think we just found the one that is also... Like, we should probably move there, I think.
Yeah. Okay. I've only looked at 2 houses in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, but they are lit.
Wow.
There's a few more. There's some good houses for sale.
Nice. Okay, so rich community, New Mexico, so it's already having a good time.
This one has 3 bedrooms. We could move in.
There we go.
I feel like I'm equipped to say New Mexico's awesome because in 2nd grade, I had to do a very long book report on it.
Oh my god.
So I am
And what do you remember?
pretty much an expert. You know, I have my book somewhere, so if you want real info, I'll go dig that up.
All right. I would love Marissa's 5th grade report.
JK, I'm not digging it up. It was like 2nd grade, maybe 3rd.
Oh, wow. Even better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that... So, okay. So Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. This is where we're getting. And I think that this is where we're getting. That's not a sentence. This is where we're making a team. I caught it that time, so when you edit, and now me saying this, you're probably not going to edit and just listen to me say these fucking words. But when you edit, you could just use my good sentence instead of my ADHD confusing sentence that no one understands. I'm Honest Abe. Anyway,
I thought you were DJ, whatever the crap you were.
I can be more than one thing. Maybe
DJ Beats a Lot?
Beats a lot.
DJ Beats a Lot is also a Abraham Lincoln impersonator.
Who beats a lot of people? Or beats a lot of Confederates?
He beats a lot of, was it John Wilkes Booth who shot him?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think he beat him.
Yeah, he beats a lot of John Wilkes Booths in the reenactment where we change the story.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So-
okay, all right.
Yeah, it's a whole, thing, but, it's a reenactment with a twist, they call it.
I love that.
That's also what they call the drinks they serve.
I'm Ina. That's it. It's time for the bit.
Oh, right.
Yes, let's
There was a
actually
bit.
do the bit now.
Yes.
I keep trying to lead into the bit and something takes me away. Anyway.
Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Okay.
Yes, I think that maybe because, what I was going to say is, because it's Truth or Consequences, and we have such a connection to darts or consequences,
Mhm. Yeah.
maybe it should be a darts team. A professional darts team.
Okay. So now it's a national sport.
Yeah.
Everyone cares now. We did that. And it's done in teams.
I have heard of people playing darts as, professional,
Okay.
maybe not a national team, but, a professional darts team where they do have, a couple of teams
All right.
up against one another.
All
So
right,
it's
all right.
small teams, I guess, but yeah. Or I have one other option. We could pick an actual sport and make them the darts.
I don't know enough about sports.
We should pick an actual team and make them the darts or consequences.
You know? Yes. Okay.
There'll be the Truth or Consequences, darts or consequences team.
Yes!
The crowd goes wild, and there's so many consequences.
so many.
Yes! Okay, what sport should it be then?
Basketball, because there's still some aiming in that. There's a lot of aiming and throwing.
You're right. Before we get into it, I feel like let's just quickly describe what darts or consequences is. I think we've talked about it before, but let's just recap for those who decided to listen to this episode first.
Okay, here's how it goes. You play darts. There's a ton of different games of darts you can play. Any of them work, whichever one you want, okay? The winner picks the consequence. In the summertime, that usually involves some form of squirting you with squirt guns while you have to perform a task before you can then pick up a squirt gun and attack them back. And by that time, you're soaked.
Mm-hmm.
Or in the winter, or just not a nice time for getting wet, it involves drink Tabasco sauce, Marissa, and then it makes the funniest video ever and you accidentally delete it and then you drink Tabasco sauce for nothing.
This is the most heartbreaking thing I've ever learned.
You
But,
knew this. I was heartbroken for so long.
It happened. You were the one who made her drink it.
but I can't remember the video part of it, though.
Yeah, I was so sad that it was gone.
But yeah, so we do food challenges. I've heard that since you guys have become over 21, you guys have started doing
Drinking.
shots and stuff, make it a drinking game. So yeah, darts or consequences is the best and it's very flexible.
Yeah. Whatever consequence you want, you won.
Exactly.
But then if you play another round of darts, you have to go last, and if there's any advantages in the game you're playing, you aren't given them.
Yes. So that's darts or consequences. So now our basketball team called the darts or consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously their mascot has got to be an anthropomorphic dart, right?
Wait.
A dart, or should it be a
wait.
target?
I'm looking up this place,
Yes.
and they have a dam called Elephant Butt Dam.
No fucking way. Oh my god. Oh my god. This changes everything.
This is my favorite.
This changes everything.
It's Elephant Butt Butte, but that's
Butte.
close enough for me.
Elephant Butte.
What is a butte?
A butte is a projection of rocks.
Well, you just know everyone calls it Elephant Butt Dam.
Elephant Butt Dam is also called Elephant Butt Dike.
Is it?
This is Dyke with an I this time, you guys.
Oh, right.
So here we go. This is full circle to when we said Dyke earlier in the podcast, because that's exactly what we were looking up before. It's a dam sort of situation. Is also called a dike then.
Yep.
Huh.
The major settlement of the town began when construction of Elephant Butte Dam happened. That's when people decided to move there. They're like, we're building this dam. Come move here. Oh my gosh. The town named itself Truth or Consequences after a radio show because the guy was like, the first town that names itself after here, I'll have my 10th anniversary episode there.
No way!
Wait, what?
I love this.
In 1950.
Oh my god.
Wait. Say that again. I missed it.
It says, I'm on Wikipedia, it says, in March 1950, Ralph Edwards, the host of the popular NBC radio quiz show Truth or Consequences, announced that he would air the program on its 10th anniversary from the first town that renamed itself after the show. So what was formerly Hot Springs, New Mexico, changed itself to Truth or Consequences.
Oh my god.
Hot Springs is such a cute name, but Truth or Consequences is iconic.
Oh my gosh. And so then Edwards visited the town for the first weekend of May, every weekend for the next 50 years.
Aww.
And this event became known as Fiesta,
Ooh.
which eventually included a beauty contest, parade, and a stage show.
Ooh.
They still do it every year.
Okay, so basically what you're telling me is Truth or Consequences has a great sense of humor, is really lit, and is really like where the life of the party of the country is?
Yes. But also there are a lot of hot springs there.
Even better.
So I'm taking it all back. Truth or Consequences, because they have a good sense of humor, as Marissa pointed out, they have a great basketball team now. They are gonna be the Elephant Butts. Not Buttes, the Elephant Butts.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Their mascot will be the rear end of an elephant.
Absolutely.
And like you'll see its ears in the background because it's like basically big butt, tiny tail, and then just like ears behind it.
Mm-hmm. If you look on the back, it does have the entire head, but it just kind of sits there.
Yeah, they like basically have a backwards elephant on their jerseys at all times. And their mascot is an elephant who has to walk backwards always. And they like interview his butt all the time, which is weird.
Well, like they design it so that the front of this guy is where the butt is. And in the back, there's like a whole elephant bit, right?
I think that the bit of the mascot is they like to run around butt first into things and crash into them and fall down just to make the audience laugh. So like there is a lot of padding in this costume because he's just going to be running full force butt first into walls and stuff. And like running into fans in the audience with the butt, like just knocking into them.
Amazing.
That's what I think.
Okay. These are the elephant butts. We love them. Okay, so colors. I think we have to do a bit traditional, right? So some like silver for the elephant.
Yeah.
But they're like a party place. These people are fun. So we gotta do something bright.
Well, when I was looking on Zillow, all the houses seem to have this nice, really bright teal.
Huh.
They like to have that as accents in like several of the houses that are on Zillow right now. So I think it needs a teal.
So a teal and silver. That actually goes together pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
Teal and silver, elephant butts.
And then orange for the sand of New Mexico, you know? It's a desert.
So 3 colors, silver, teal, and a little orange.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think that's a good combo.
Like hints of orange, accents and like outlines.
Accents of orange.
All right.
I like that.
That seems like fun and also still classy for the elephant butts. We care about the class.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We care about the class. And then it's their mascot is a living elephant butt.
Yeah.
We've fucking done it. We've given them gold, and I hope they drink it from the palms of our hands.
I mean, we're basically a radio show. We're a podcast.
Yeah.
We're hilarious.
We could host our 10th anniversary.
I'll go there the first weekend of every May.
They can name their town Fess Up.
We'll play darts or consequences.
Yes.
In Truth or Consequences. That'll be our thing. Guys, this is where our ads would go, and we have one, and that one is go to Truth or Consequences, New Mexico.
Yes.
For Fiesta weekend, right?
Yes, for Fiesta weekend. It's the first weekend of May.
The problem with that is that will probably be my birthday more times than not. So.
What a great way to spend your birthday, though.
You're not wrong.
You could win the Fiesta pageant, Amy.
On your birthday.
Okay, you're right. You're right. we're going.
Let's do it.
So my ad is go in the first weekend of May to Truth or Consequences for the pageant. We'll see you there. But-umts. I don't know why I did a but-umts, but I did, so.
It's not a joke. We'll see you there. But-umps.
I've got another question, guys. Another question, now that we've had our not actually real ads. Do you think race car drivers hate driving in real life? And this is a separate question that does connect. Do you think that race car drivers speed a lot in real life?
I'm going to say yes. But only because I feel like they started out loving driving. That's why they wanted to be a race car driver in the first place.
Yeah.
But then you get a taste for literally going at the speed of, as fast as the freaking car goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to go back to a 35, 25 mile an hour roads in your town or whatever. Like, F that. Like, the fastest you can go on the highway is like 75 unless you want to maybe get a ticket.
I definitely think that they feel like they're going so slow when they drive anywhere for real. Like, they gotta
hate it. And if any of them live out in like deep in the city with their stop and go traffic, I don't care what city, any city, it's always going to be like that. They gotta hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that too, the like driving fast for them, like if they did speed, it's like those are the people I want to speed because they know how to control their fucking cars.
That's true.
Going that fast.
Dodge everybody around.
Yeah, like, I mean, you see those people, and maybe, I know we've all seen those people on the highway that are just like weaving in and out, going way too fast, but maybe those were our famous professionals.
Professional speeders.
And I did not know.
Yeah, I mean, this whole time I've been like, wow, I bet he's peeing himself because no one else would be this reckless. Maybe he was just a race car driver.
Maybe we were wrong. Maybe we just saw a famous person and did not realize it because they were gone too fast.
Not every race car driver is famous.
Jeff Gordon. Danica Patrick.
These are the greats.
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones!
It's Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I knew James Earl Jones was wrong and I was trying to make a joke about it, but...
James Earl Jones would have made a great race car driver. Now he's in his 90s. It's not safe anymore. But does he dream of it?
Probably. He's at least thought of it once.
He does. He lies awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why I didn't try to drive that fast car.
In his Darth Vader voice. No.
Yes. I do think I have heard, and because I don't really have a job in which that, well, okay, so a lot of people who have jobs and careers and professional stuff in a certain field do get tired of doing it on their own. So people like, I've heard chefs sometimes don't want to cook when they come home because they're cooking all day.
Right.
And not like Gordon Ramsay, like line cook chefs that are just like cranking it out.
Maybe Gordon Ramsay too, if he has an exhausting day.
I feel like somebody like Gordon Ramsay, though, like he would be upset if he didn't have a delicious meal of his caliber, so he might just like do it out of spite.
Yeah. Or he taught his children how to do it so they can do it for him.
There you go. Or honestly, the amount of sweat that would go into auditioning to be Gordon Ramsay's personal chef. Like, ugh.
Honestly though, Amy, just like to interrupt for 1 second.
Yeah.
You're telling me you don't go home and roll your eyes when you have to sell produce in your living room? You don't hate that?
Well, that's what I was gonna say, that actually, like, I, as a fucking grocery store employee who has to bag groceries all the time, to the point that, like, everyone who comes in is like, oh my god, you're such a professional at bagging groceries, which sucks ass. But I have gotten to the point where, like, I go to the grocery store and I do get mad when I see people packing my bags. I'm like, that's not the way you should do it. So I do prefer to pack my own groceries now. Mm-hmm. So I guess I do my job on my own time.
Gotcha.
But I will say that as an actor, I do not ever really lie in my personal life if I can help it, because it's exhausting.
True.
And I'm like, I don't want to do this if I'm not being paid for it. So in that regard, I sort of see what they're talking about, where it's like, if you want me to act, you gotta be paying me. So I guess in some jobs you wouldn't, in some jobs you would. And so I guess this whole question is, I think that you are right that for race car drivers, they would want to go fast. I feel like, though, maybe they wouldn't hate driving.
I just feel like they would, because it would be so different than race car driving, especially NASCAR.
You're right, yeah.
Like IndyCar, they still get to weave around and like think critically, but NASCAR, I mean, obviously they're thinking critically so they don't die, but
Yeah.
it's much more like, I know exactly what's going to happen every second. Like, speed up and then there's
right,
a turn.
right.
Yeah.
And then you go to like a regular road and you have to like stop and slow down and, speed bumps and crap.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet they hate speed bumps most of all.
Oh, God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends. If you got into race car driving for the love of driving, then I think they would probably still love driving. But if they got into race car driving for the love of speed, I think they'd hate driving.
That's a fair assessment.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on why they wanted to be a race car driver, I think.
And if they got in it for both reasons, then they're kind of conflicted.
Mm-hmm.
Then they do rock, paper, scissors with their spouse every morning on who's going to drive to wherever they have to go.
Yeah.
Who's driving to the grocery store? Ugh, flip a coin.
Yeah.
Guess what, guys?
What?
What?
It's time for... What two are you?
Ooh. Oh.
All right, guys. What two solar opposites characters are you?
You watched it?
After last episode, I edited the last episode, and after I did that, I was like, all right, I gotta see what Marissa has been talking about for the past 8 episodes of Fess Up.
Well, I have only seen very small clips of it when Marissa was watching it.
Okay.
Okay. You have minimal knowledge. It's okay. You knew most of Mamma Mia last week, so
Okay.
I give you a pass to just excitedly corroborate and nothing.
Then we're going to assign you people, and then you're going to watch it through a new lens. You're going to be like, oh, I'm this
True.
person. And then you're going to watch it, and you're going to be like, I so am. Or you're going to be like, what?
All right.
You're gonna be like, fuck my sisters, what the hell? So,
Fun bucket.
Fun Bucket! Oh my god, Fun Bucket! I forgot about Fun Bucket.
Oh, speaking of Alan Tudyk, he voiced a character in one episode of that.
Oh, yeah?
Was it Fun Bucket?
No, it was the Mr. Nanobots.
Oh, fuck, he did.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. All right, Ina is Jessie.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yesy.
Yesy, she's Jessie. Jessie is the little girl of the family. She's a little girl alien.
And that's by her choice because these aliens are, oh god, what are they called?
Oh, Schlorpians?
Schlorpians. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're genderless and they're plant aliens.
Yeah. So even though they somehow have sex with humans, they don't actually have any gender.
They have no gender, they have no genitalia.
Yeah.
So she came to Earth and explicitly chose to be a girl.
Yeah.
And then later regretted her decision because it's hard.
Yeah. So she is the little girl alien of the family. She's the replicant, so they say, of Terry, who is the dumb one. So she can be dumb sometimes, but she's like dumb and happy. And so she's out here, like, she loves all the little silly things. Like, I don't know, Ina with Gushers earlier.
Yes.
She would be the one to be like, oh my gosh, Gushers and Pop Rocks. We gotta have Gushers and Pop Rocks.
Yes.
So she's just like easily amused, like Ina.
She's bubbly and fun.
Yes, bubbly and fun.
The most innocent. None of them are very innocent, but
Yeah.
definitely the most.
Which is true for this podcast of Ina.
True.
Not innocent, but the most innocent of us.
Yes.
And she is also, like, notoriously, like, the kindest. She's always trying to get, like, Yumulak, which is her quote-unquote brother, to, like, be kind and see humans in a better light. And so the wall that they have, that she and Yumulak kind of started, of, like, the shrunken down humans, they have a religion devoted to her because she is the kind one who is the only one really who remembers to feed them.
Oh.
And she feeds them candy.
Yes, she's the one who dumps candy in sometimes for the people and all of that.
Sometimes jerky or something.
Yeah.
But, like, she always wears her bow. They call it the Bowinian Church.
Yes.
The Church of Jessie. Anyway, yeah, she's nice, she's sweet, she's fun. She can be really iconic. She can be really, like a boss.
She's absolutely a fave.
But most of the time, she'll let herself kind of be led around. But every once in a while, she'll put her foot down in a big way.
Yeah.
That feels very Ina to me.
Mm-hmm.
Very Ina, I agree.
And she's sassy.
Yes.
Ina's very sassy also. Okay. Amy is Terry. So hard.
I was like, I am either going to get Terry or Corvo, because you could probably make an excuse for either one, but Terry is who I thought you were going to pick.
Yeah, I think you might be both, but we'll worry about that in a second.
I could be notes too. I don't know. I was like waiting because I think I could also make a case for you to be Corvo, but like
Yeah, no, I could see it.
I was like waiting to see if you would say that I was Corvo or not first, but Terry, absolutely. I knew I was getting Terry at some point.
Absolutely. Okay, so like Terry is this energetic, airheaded, not because he isn't smart, but because he refuses to try.
Yeah.
Airheads. Sorry.
He is the dumb one that Jesse is a replicate of.
Ina just remembered airheads are delicious.
Yes.
Okay, Jesse.
I am delicious.
We're buying so much candy after this podcast.
Oh my god.
Okay, Terry is absolutely an icon. He's always invested in pop culture. He came to Earth for, basically a free ride. He's like, I'm gonna like escape and live. I'm not gonna learn what I have to do because I don't care.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna like have a good time. He comes to Earth. He's like, people are great. This is hysterical. And he gets all invested in pop culture and just like the fun stuff.
He's very charismatic.
He's very charismatic. He just wants to do the fun, cool things. He wants to be a cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to have fun with his family. Even Corvo, who never wants to have fun.
Yeah. He's also like strangely sexually active for someone who has no genitals.
Yes.
Like almost every single episode, he's like fucking around with somebody, which is funny because he and Corvo have a relationship and are in a relationship, but they're clearly like non-monogamous because no one is ever jealous of anyone.
Yes.
And both of them fuck many people randomly.
Yeah.
But like Terry most of all. He's like always talking about like, oh yeah, this guy that I fuck all the time is blah blah blah. And we're like, oh.
And every once in a while they'll get jealous. They have a complicated, but like clearly it's been established to each other kind of polyamorous relationship.
Yeah, it's honestly, I'm living for it. I love it.
It's like an open relationship. They're not incredibly romantic with each other, but they've gotten more so in later seasons.
Yeah, every once in a while, like they'll go several episodes without showing any affection for each other, and then they'll go have an episode where they're like kissing and like, oh, I love you, Corvo. I'm so sorry that I've fucked everything up.
Anyway, you're Terry. I mean, there's so much I could say about him, but he's just such a big personality. He's so crazy, and he's so you.
Yeah. Thanks. So, I already know what two I want to give Marissa, and one of them is one of the main characters, but I feel like the first one I want to give you is not one of the main characters.
Okay, so you're leaving Corvo up for grabs for yourself.
I guess I am leaving Corvo up for grabs because I want to give you Sherry so bad.
Oh boy.
I think that you are Sherry.
I feel that.
She is very headstrong, very morally right. She's a hottie. She has red hair, which you like to rock.
Yes.
And she's so ambitious and like willing to start a revolution. And oh my god, if one of us is going to start a revolution, it's going to be Marissa.
Yeah.
She is strong, badass lady who doesn't need anybody, but eventually like does accept help when it comes to it. But she ends up having a baby all by herself.
Yeah.
Like, so where was that help when she actually needed it? She did it all by herself.
While in active distress.
I know! Oh god, that was ridiculous.
That was the scariest scene.
It really was.
Just so you know, Ina, she gave birth in a Pez machine.
In a Pez machine?
Because she was tiny.
While Jessie was actively eating Pez.
Oh boy.
So she named her daughter Pezley.
Wow.
She's super charismatic and like they make her a symbol, a martyr. She like becomes this thing that everyone puts on a pedestal because she is so revered by people and she's like very charismatic. And Marissa is definitely a fan fave.
Sherry, she just isn't gonna compromise her values.
Exactly.
Unlike the Duke and Tim.
Yeah, you're right. You are not the kind of person who is going to compromise anything for anybody. So that's why I think you're Sherry. Also, she's badass and she can kick hella ass, and so can you. So.
Thank you. I agree.
Hey.
But I feel very flattered.
You're welcome. Is it bad that I want to make Ina the pupa?
Is that the baby?
Yes. Ina is the pupa because he's so small and innocent, baby face. You think he doesn't know what's going on, but he's always listening.
Yeah.
And he's way more intelligent than they give him credit for.
More intelligent than they are, really.
Yes, absolutely. Like one time in the first season, the first time you ever hear him talk, it's like this deep, sultry voice, and you're like, what the fuck? This was the pupa all along?
But sometimes he talks in a baby voice, too. So he could do either.
Yeah, he could do either. I will say too, Ina, his whole mission in life, and nobody really knows why it's his mission, but he will go to great lengths just to get somebody to unlock a childproof cabinet so he can have a Harry Potter whistle.
Yeah.
And if that is not a you thing, he is obsessed with a Harry Potter whistle, and you are obsessed with Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a very big connection that I needed to make immediately.
Amazing.
Also, there's this whole thing. It's so funny. He's in a costume of a businessman. It's a robot.
Yes.
Yeah. He manipulates this woman, dates her, gets her to want to marry him, right? And forsake her father's opinion. And he manipulates this woman's whole life so they can get married and he can inherit the father's little baby snack business.
It's like Puffs.
Okay.
So he gets this huge supply of them and then just deserts this woman.
Yes!
Because he was just a baby in a man costume. And he gets elected by the Puffs, destroys their lives.
The best part about this, though, actually, is something that is a very Ina thing, where the pupa in this costume is fully married to this woman for a year or something like that.
Yeah.
They live together and everything in this costume.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a point where they have sex and the pupa actively turns away and puts on a blindfold. So even though this pupa could be immature and watch this thing have sex, he is innocent and he wants to stay innocent. So he puts on a fucking mask. And if that's not an Ina thing, I don't know what is. It's I know you guys on this podcast are actively being inappropriate, and I'm gonna do my best to only be that sometimes,
That's true.
So he's very mischievous, can be manipulative, so fucking cute.
So cute.
Also can be kind of naive and innocent sometimes, but actually has the power to destroy everyone if needed.
Yeah, literally.
Literally, the whole point of the pupa is that one day it will consume the whole planet. And so this pupa will eventually kill us all, and I think that you have that capacity should you choose to tap into it.
And he's always surprising them with new abilities and things. He's always just wow, look at that. I didn't know the pupa could do that. And that feels very Ina. She's just very multi-talented.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never woken up and seen her be bright pink, but who knows?
I mean, I have in clothes.
There, yeah, you're true. You're true, I said.
I'm true.
You're true.
That's for truth.
That's for truth.
All right, I'm gonna say that Marissa is Yumulak.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I could make a case for Corvo, but I think the case is stronger for Yumulak.
Mm-hmm.
What a name.
It's a great name, first of all.
It's great.
My favorite name on the show, I think. And he is the brother of Jesse, and he loves violence. He craves the violence. He's incredibly intelligent. He's Corvo's replicant, and Corvo's the smart one who's supposed to be in charge of the mission. So Yumulak's being his replicant, he got those smart genes.
He had a profession back on planet Schlorp. He was a bounty hunter.
It's wild, but they did say that everyone actually does have a job, including the replicants, and his whole job is to be the bodyguard of the crew.
Yeah.
So he is out here, he just wants to cause a little chaos, and he does have silly little goals, I want to be the most popular kid in school, or I just want to throw a kick-ass party at my house. And Marissa definitely has those things, but she also has the grander things of I would like to have this fun project where I shrink down all of my enemies and put them into a wall.
That's so me.
Anybody who slights me even minimally, I'm gonna throw in this wall.
Yeah.
That's why the wall exists.
That's so true.
That's so very me.
Yes.
Literally anyone that even slightly annoys him, and the people in the wall are what did you do to Yumulak? And they're well, I took too long to bring him his food at a Denny's. And
yeah. And the best part is, Jesse is the one who says, you gotta stop doing this. And he agrees, okay, I'm not gonna do it anymore. And then he goes and gets another person. He's oh, well, he looked at me funny. And then Jesse's yeah, that was worth it. And it's just so funny.
I do that sometimes.
Yes.
But no, Marissa literally will be watching TV. We're literally watching a random season of The Bachelor from 2010.
Uh-huh.
And it's these are things that happened 12 years ago. And Marissa will be that is a stanky bitch. I hope her life is terrible.
Yes.
I cursed one of them. I gave them a poop curse. I was they're gonna wake up tomorrow.
12 years later and not know why.
They're gonna say, what did I do? And I'm 12 years ago, it was documented, bitch. I have receipts. I just saw this. But, like, my curses always come with the stipulation that, like, if they've changed and whatever they did that, like, I found to be reprehensible, if they're not that person anymore, the curse is lifted, okay? So if she happens to be cursed now, that's her fault for still being this horrible, heinous person.
So yeah, Yumulak is very Marissa. He is, petty and all that, very sassy, but he still is fun and knows how to have a fun time, and he's so smart.
And deep down, he loves his family and his sister and, like, all that.
Absolutely. Yeah, so that's Marissa.
Okay, so for Amy, I have a couple ideas, is my problem.
List them out loud for fun.
I feel like you could be Aisha or Corvo.
This is fair.
Well, I know nothing, but the name Corvo is hilarious.
I don't think we talk about Amy's Corvo traits enough, okay?
That is a fair point. I don't think I have a lot of Corvo characters.
All right.
Yeah.
In my arsenal.
But in life, you can be kind of Corvo-ish.
On this podcast, I can be Corvo-ish.
On this podcast, quite particularly. So Corvo is kind of the straight man of the family, but he's still real wacky.
Yeah.
But he's the one that tries to, like, pull everyone back and focus. So particularly on this podcast, I mean, she's the one setting things up and, like, making sure that we, like...
I have the itinerary. I make sure we are recording every other week.
Yes, you're like, I'm going to do the intro and the outro, but it's all because we're the other people in the family. We're like, I don't feel like it. And you're like, fine, I'll do it.
Yep. Yep.
He's the one in charge. And I think he really gets off on being in charge a little bit. And I think Amy does too.
Yeah.
She's always, even as a kid, liked to be the one in charge, and she's got the rules, and we're going to play her game. And that's what we're going to do.
And did you have fun? Yes.
Thanks, Corvo.
You're welcome.
He's very sassy. He's very sarcastic and annoyed at things a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, particularly annoying people. He just has no patience for them.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's very ambitious and, like, has a goal. For him, it's leaving Earth.
Right.
And for me, it's acting that's just, like, he's, like, hyper fixated on.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't care what's happening. This is the thing that I care about. So whatever else I have to do today, we'll not do it. Which is me calling out of work anytime I have a self-tape or some shit. Like, I have more important things to focus on.
Yeah. He fixates on things and then he'll get distracted and get really obsessed with something random. It's like an ADHD thing, I think. He'll hyperfixate on something like...
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Fun bucket. Oh, I love fun bucket. Like, this is like the first episode.
Oh, fun.
And
Yes.
I have to make a fun bucket. And he'll just do the things he wants. It doesn't always end well.
He is extra as fuck, which is very me.
He's so extra. He's a diva.
The way Marissa does an impression of him sounds like Sam Eagle.
He's very similar to that, I would say.
Yes, I love that. Fabulous.
Yeah, he loves his family deep down, and he would do a lot of things for them. But he also prioritizes himself a lot, which I think is important and healthy, and Amy does that also. So he's got that mix. He's like, I love my family, but also we have to get these things done. And also I feel like doing this right now. So he has all of those sides to himself.
Yeah, no, that's super true. You're right. You're not wrong.
Also, when his family is getting on his nerves and being, like, so annoying, he's like, I'm done with you right now. I'm just done with you. And, like, I need to be away from you right now.
Yeah. True.
Like, stop it.
True. I think that's right on the money. So.
Also, he likes what he likes, and that's what he likes.
That's true.
Like, his outfit, he's like, this is the best outfit. I don't know why everyone isn't wearing this.
Yeah, and I feel like I am very hard to change my opinions of.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody's like, oh, well, I don't like that, I'm gonna just double down and be like, no, it's the best thing ever. I don't understand why you don't. Like, I don't understand why everyone doesn't think Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is the best fucking Marvel movie. It's the best Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Anyone who doesn't think that is wrong.
Yeah, that's so Corvo of you.
It's very Corvo of me, you're right.
You're like, I know everything, okay? So just listen to me.
Yes, exactly.
And then you don't have to worry about what your favorite movie is. I can tell you.
Yes.
I also just want to mention for a second that Corvo definitely starts gooblering the most.
Gooblering.
And I just feel like that can be Amy when she's in charge of something and she's like, I gotta make sure that this gets done.
Yep.
She's like gooblering.
All of the gooblers running around is me with my ADHD.
Yeah.
Be like, I have to do this. And those are all my thoughts going, we're not going to let you?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm frantic because I'm like, how do I make them do the thing? All right, guys. In conclusion, Amy is Terry and Corvo, Marissa is Sherry and Yumulak, and Ina is Jessie and the Pupa.
That sounds like a band.
Jessie and the Pupa. All right, I have another question.
Yep.
You do?
What would life be like if people's hair changed colors and fell out every fall like the leaves?
Okay. Straight up, that would change everything in the fashion industry.
Oh, yes.
Would we be bald all winter in that case?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I feel like in the springtime, everyone's hair would grow in. I feel like it would grow faster in this situation, you know?
Right, yeah.
So you could get long hair before it falls out again. This is just what I'm imagining here. So like in the spring, it's short and it's cute and it's bright. And in the summer, it brightens even more. And like then in the fall time, when it starts to darken and redden or whatever, it starts falling out. I feel like there's two major fashion choices you could be making. You can shave it so that you don't have to worry about it thinning out and looking like Gollum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you can wear a lot of hats.
Mm-hmm.
So hats are going to be big. Even in the winter, once everyone is bald, hats are going to be big.
Yeah.
But also in the winter, I feel like, you know what else is going to get big? Head tattoos.
Ooh, yes.
Because everyone's going to be bald.
Head tattoos would definitely be big.
They would be huge. What are you guys thinking?
I agree.
I'm thinking of how it would change the sort of acting industry, where, like, if you are filming something for the summer, but you're filming it in the winter, God, the wig budget's gotta be fucking huge.
Huge.
Ugh, yeah.
And then also in the summertime, if you get a project and it's a winter film, you have to shave your beautiful hair and wait till next summer.
Oh, yeah, and then it's like, oh my God, but my hair's about to get into the, like, fire color phase or whatever.
October is my best hair month. Yeah, and also I feel like that's the other option I didn't consider. Wigs. Insecure people or people that are just obsessed with long hair, they're going to be doing wigs. You could do hats, head coverings, shave, or wigs.
Would people be insecure about it if everyone did that, though?
Some people's heads are not for baldness.
Yeah.
How fast does your hair grow?
I feel like your hair's got to grow faster just because this is a fun made-up scenario, right?
True.
So, like,
yeah.
by August, it's going to be down to your boobs unless you've cut it.
All right.
So, like, no hair would ever be longer than boobs then, unless you, like, have great hair growing genes.
Well, I mean, it can grow until probably mid-October. It's going to stop growing because then it's falling out, right? So, like, even as it's changing colors, it's still growing. Your hair's going to be longest when it's red, unless you cut it.
Yeah, that's true.
Some people's hair would turn red, some would turn, like, real yellow, and some would turn brown.
I feel like it would be a little bit less fun, though. Like, people who have red hair now are, like, so few and far between that it's, like, really cool and interesting, but I would feel a little sad for people to have red hair in that world because it wouldn't be as different.
Their hair will be turning brown in the October or whatever.
It would be, yeah, shades of yellow to brown.
People with white hair, what about them? Would it darken? Would people dye their hair or would they not want to dye it because then it won't change colors all pretty? There's so many questions.
So many things.
I feel like if there was a hair color that you really wanted, it would be best to just keep it shaved and wear a wig all the time. That way you can have your teal hair and you don't have to worry about the dye wearing off and then it turning black or something. Or, you know, because I feel like it doesn't have to change with the leaf colors, okay? It could change to whatever color.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then it would fall out.
True.
That's true.
But if it was going with the leaf colors, what if it turned into that beautiful dark purple that some trees have?
Ooh, yes.
Would it be different based on, like, for lack of a better term, like, race? Where, like depending on what area of the world you're from, you might have hair that's more like the trees of upstate New York that's, like, really going through the gambit, turn into, like, almost like fire in, you know, the fall and then falling out. Or, like, some people could be, like, pine trees who live in more, like, Arctic areas and they don't actually lose their hair at all. Or some people have, like, the dark purple leaves.
Would everyone's hair turn green?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, if we're really equating our hair to tree life, then yeah.
Yeah.
And then there'd be, like, the rare person whose hair changes like flowers, so it would be, like, pink or something.
In the spring, you'd grow flowers.
I mean, now we're just having leaves as hair. I don't know if that's true.
But it would be cool.
I don't know that we would grow flowers on our head, but...
To your question, I think it would be genetic.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be regional because humans just move a lot.
Well, that's why I said race, because I'm not really thinking like where you live, but like where your ancestors lived that,
Yeah, I think it would be genetic. Yeah.
you know, like white people, our ancestry is from like Europe. So like that's why we have our white skin and stuff. But people from like Africa have dark skin and all of that. So like even if you live in upstate New York now, people's hair might be different because their ancestors were from a different part of the world. Like imagine people from Florida with like palm tree hair or some shit, like just like sticking out everywhere.
So
or
now it
whatever.
is like leaves again. See?
I'm just trying to give different examples
a
because you
fine
said the
line.
purple leaf thing and I just thought it was interesting.
And some people grow coconuts on their head. And there's some
Okay,
banana people.
That's
There's
not
some
what I
apple
wanted
people.
to go to. I just was trying to illustrate my point.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just having
You
fun here.
are!
No, I'm not. I was genuinely saying these things to be funny.
If I had to have fruit for hair, I think I would like grape hair.
That's not a tree. That's a vine.
Well, she's changed the question. She just said fruit for hair.
Okay, if we had fruit for hair. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's not like a fruit tree or like you get the vines and the grapes. It's you have only
No.
fruits.
You just had the fruits are growing on your head. I would like to have purple grapes.
I feel like, this is a very difficult question you've posed. I don't know. I feel like raspberries could be fun.
Yeah.
They would be nice and cushiony.
I know my answer easy. Rambutans. Look them up right now.
Rambutans?
Rambutans. This is a pause for everyone listening to look them up too. We sell them at Trader Joe's. It's Rambutans.
Oh my gosh, they're so funny.
That's hysterical.
They are wild. I would like a collection of them on my head. I would look like Chucky from Rugrats.
Yes.
Because of how spiky it is.
Do they taste good?
They're actually really tasty. They taste like lychee.
I don't
Have you never had a lychee?
Nope.
know.
Or lychee? I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's like an Asian fruit that they put in martini sometimes. It's like a more mild flavor, but they can be a little sweet and some of them can be a little tangy. It kind of has a texture of a peeled grape.
I've changed my mind.
Yes. You also want rambutans.
Dragon fruit.
Oh, dragon fruit, yeah.
It has a similar color scheme to rambutans. That's why I thought of it. That would be fun. It would look whack.
If I could have vegetable hair, I would have corn. Just a bunch of corn cobs on my head.
It's cone. I could tell you all about it.
That kid is too cute.
Yeah, corn hair would be incredible.
It would.
Yeah.
Now I gotta be out here, be different. I mean, I feel like asparagus hair would look pretty good.
We've seen asparagus hair on whatever his asparagus name is in
VeggieTales?
VeggieTales.
That's not what I meant. I meant like the strands. It's almost like locks of asparagus.
That looks like a chia pet in my head now.
Yeah, but once it gets long enough, then it'll dangle.
Well, guys, that's all the ice breaking we can do today. If we have any more icebreakers, then, well,
Our breath will be too fresh.
our brother be that's funny.
Funny.
That is very funny. I'm mad because I was gonna say we would hate doing it like race car drivers or something, but you came with an even better. If you'd like to send us a question or a fun new drink idea,
Ooh.
message us on Facebook or Instagram at Fess Up Podcast. Send us an email at fessuppodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on TikTok at Fess Up Podcast. Tweet a question at us at fessup_podcast. And don't forget to use the hashtag UBFest. Send us new questions or let us know what happened when you used our icebreakers with your friends. Share our podcast with everyone you know and get the word out there about your 3 wacky friends.
Woo.
That's it for me. I have been Amy. Sir Beats a Lot. What's up?
It was DJ Beats a Lot, you Dumbo.
They've knighted me, actually, so Sir Beats a Lot.
Sir DJ Beats a Lot?
When? The queen is dead.
It was the king.
Oh.
Ew. I would decline.
Yeah, probably, but it happened during this podcast, and so he had to do it very silently, and I didn't really know what was happening till it was done.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's unfortunate.
Anyway, that's me.
All right. I don't remember what my thing was.
You don't have to carry it through to the end.
Your Marissa forgets a lot.
I'm Marissa forgets what my name was.
And I'm Ina, and that's it.
There you go.
Yes, that's it.